What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Restituto, and today we're breaking down one of my songs called Season 10, Episode 12, and there's a little bit of hidden meaning behind that, so, extra points if you know what the hidden meaning is. I don't want to go into it now because I don't want to give all the details away. It's referencing a show, so if you want to give that out, you can if you guess in the comments below. Some people know, though, because if you were on the live stream, this was made almost entirely on the live stream. That being said, people help me create this on the live stream. So if you want to join those, 11 a.m. New York time, Monday through Friday. So we start off with this. It's actually a really, really, really long sample. That's at 150 BPM, which I slowed down, or I just put it at halftime at 75 BPM. Key of A sharp minor, C sharp major, depending on how you want to think of it. So I had this whole idea pretty much right here.
Outside of the city, where he laid his head, lovers forever.
I had this whole section pretty much made before the live stream, and then I had, what's really funny is I had this, we called this the Humana song, because I had a melody that I wanted continuing, and they were like, everybody thought it was hysterical on the live stream. So what happened is I turned it into this vocal chop, which then became part of the song.
We were walking in the sediment, and every day when the coming in dip, na 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 na.
So they went through a couple of variations of that. Like we had something like this where I chopped it up, and it's actually that might be what we kept. No, we kept something similar, but there was all these different variations, like this guy. That was another variation. This is another. So what we ended up keeping, though, is this. This is what we ended up keeping right here, this vocal chop. And then we also kept this. This is also the Humana right here. That's the Humana. So that's a little secret hidden thing about the Humana song, Season 10, Episode 12. Came from just a silly thing. We got some step effects. I really like that for vocal chops. An octave up version. Okay, so I copied a lot of these synths over here. Actually, I think these three synths are just straight up copied and pasted from How You're Feeling, and I just put them in the right key. That's that one synth. We have this guy over here doing kind of like a tremolo bit crush. This is the original sound from Alchemy, but I just have it tremoloing at a 16th note tremolo, and this is the sound in Alchemy, whatever this one, alone pad. And then we have in this guy, this over here, turn these guys off, we have this sound, little bit of bit crusher from Alchemy again. So I put a noise track in there. I actually recorded this years ago. It's 5 different layers of noise that I pan left, center, medium, right, and right. It might even be 8, and I just layered them all together and created a stereo track, and it adds just a little bit of natural sound to it because I use a lot of software instruments which lack natural sound, like as opposed to recording an actual piano, so that's why I put those in. Alright, so now we have a noise swell, which I use in a lot of songs. These things I again copy from a lot of songs. The cymbal swells, the cymbals, and the noise swells. A little bit of tremolo. I don't know what that glitch was, but I don't know what that was. Alright, then we have a whole bunch of different layers for the oohs in the pre-chorus oohs. So this is what we got. I'm going to show you. I took out the harmonies. So let's see, we got a whole bunch of things off. If I turn all the effects off, we got this. They're all slick. I love that step effects, man. It has some great reverb in there. Good echo too, a little bit of chorus. So that's hidden in the background kind of here. Got a bit of bit crusher on this guy. That's again coming from the mini log. I love this synth. Shout out to my wife who got it for me for Christmas 2 years ago. So this is the original sound. Now we added some EQ, chorus, pitch correction, I like that big crusher, like really distorting it, crushing it, like really distorting the sound. All right, then we have this arpeggiator again, like 1975 kind of arpeggiator, panning left and right. Again, that reverb. I really like the step effects reverb. Again, coming from the mini log. So if we take this off, fattening it up. Love that. Okay, now let's talk about these effects. So, I guess I'm gonna give it away. So it's from a TV show. It's from Grey's Anatomy, and it's season 10, episode 12. It kind of the whole storyline is just like a movie to me. I wanted to create like a movie style song. It has no representation of any relationship that I have. It's just I wanted to create like a movie in a song. So that being said, it ended up sounding a lot like the relationship that Alex Karev in Grey's Anatomy has with his father. And so what I did is I actually sampled his a scene from season 10, episode 12, where his father and him have a conversation. His father ends up passing away.
I just want my family.
We're not family.
Pitched down an octave right there, you can hear.
I turned out all right because you left.
You hear that like that very deep voice. It's pitched down an octave because you left. A little bit of reverb on those de-esser. We have, this is samples from Splice. Add a lot of echo and stuff, so if we took these guys, it sounds like this. But I added some low end. We also have some ambulance siren that I have it panning a little bit. And then we have, again, you'll see this again later, but we have like a beeping hospital. So I love the vocal effects on here. We have, if I turn everything off, let me delete these so I don't get confused and turn them on later. So if we turn everything off, I've been really liking this end verb lately.
South side of the city.
Pitch correction, compressor, EQ.
Lovers forever.
A lot of this end verb going on. 40%, 7%. A little bit of de-esser to kind of get this out. And then again, another EQ. This one EQ is just a little bit more low end and a little more the high end.
Lifetime pieces, taking pieces.
We got some. This is pretty wild. This is the original sound. But what I did is I added a ton of low end to the kick right here. Took out all the high end right here. Giving it that. And then we added some reverb to it. Then we have a second beat coming in that layers with it, which is this guy right here. If I take this off, it sounds like this. Those are the two drums together. We have a bass. We have, again, retro synth. I use it for a lot of synths down here. Some vibrato coming playing in. Taking out the high end. We have an upper bass, which kind of, like I said, because it's actually 2 octaves. So we have 3 different octaves. And the reason I do this is because on some smaller, these are all Logic plugins, on some smaller speakers, it's hard to hear the low end of the bass, so I wanted the bass melody to still pass through even on small speakers. So now we get to again, like more of
I turned out all right because you
his vocals, and left and right. Okay, that riser that I was talking about. Now we have layered vocals right here, which I actually wrote this, in the bathroom actually a while ago, and it ended up working. It was a slightly different variation. I ended up changing the lyrics slightly, but it kind of worked.
Up in a hospital bed, pain from the past playing through.
Got a lot of effects, pretty much the same effects as before, just maybe slightly modified on them. They're all kind of just pan left and right. So what we have is the main vocal. 2 of them, pan left and right. Then we have a harmony going on.
Scared family, freaked out friends, praying for love that he should get it.
Octave down.
Sitting up in a hospital bed, pain from the past
Left
playing
and right.
through his head. And scared family, freaked out friends, sitting up in a hospital bed,
A little bit
pain
of
from the
EQ on
past
this.
playing through his head. And scared family, freaked out friends.
Tremolo, slight panning in and out. This is interesting. So I do this a lot on vocals to give it kind of a little bit more movement in the song, so it kind of pushes in and out. It's not as stagnant. So if we listen, we have this.
Sitting up in a hospital bed, pain from the past playing through his head.
Dramatic.
Scared family, freaked out friends, praying for love.
And then again
that
the
he
de-esser.
should get.
Because you could hear it a lot right here actually. If I take off this de-esser,
Praying for love that he should get.
it's a little abrupt.
Haven't seen his dad in a couple.
So that's a vocal reverse. So I just took the hat in.
Praying for
Just chopped it right off, put a lot of reverb, and then reversed it. And then we have these
his
vocals
dad in a couple of years.
again with the tremolo, but this one's actually panning left and right, giving it a little bit more movement. Also, Replica XT slapback delay. I've been using this actually. What's funny about this though is this is a copy and paste vocal from I think How You Feeling, like the same vocal chain. I've been liking it a lot with the adverb and stuff and the noise gate, kind of cutting it off so it gives this kind of like choppy kind of vocal sound. But I couldn't adjust the sounds of these echoes right here because I couldn't open Replica XT because I updated my Logic and they were like, oh, you can't, like, it was a glitch between Native Instruments and Logic until like just recently. Now I can open it up. But every time I try to open it, it shut down Logic. So I just had to keep the exact thing, either turn it off or turn it on. But I was like, yeah, let's just leave it. So I couldn't adjust any of the parameters. Again, with the reverb, pretty high reverb on that. Similar, but now, so this is cool. This
He
is,
said, Pop, did you miss
if I
me?
turn this off, we got this.
I haven't seen his dad in a couple of years. He said, Pop, did you miss me? Had to wipe off his tears. And
Now if we turn this on,
Pop, did you miss me? Had to wipe off his tears. And son, you might never
it kind of just gives a little bit more of a choppy kind of vocals.
Everybody's changing up my plans.
And then we have some layers.
Every party, every holiday. He even walked out on his first birthday.
Oh, you can hear that funky note right in the radio. I didn't fix that. Now this is octave up, same thing.
Every party, every holiday. He even walked.
Here's a good example of here. Oh, my bad. Listen to this with the without the noise gate.
Every party, every holiday. He even walked.
Now
Every party, every holiday. He even
it's subtle, but I like the way it sounds.
walked out on his first birthday.
Without the tremolo,
Was it worth the debt or the
right in the center. But now if we put
instead of all you say, it can't be blamed for what happened to you.
these actually
You went the
continued,
wrong
but the
way.
octave down. But I was like, you know what? I don't want it. I want to keep
What else is new?
this one too.
I tried everything I could do.
I love that with that stride right there, that little kind of grit in the voice.
I tried everything I could do. Everything that happened.
Hi-hat starting to come in over here on single notes hi-hats. Again, a sample. Ton of reverb on here. I really like what that adds. It adds a ton of reverb right there. So if I turn... That's without the reverb. Creates a sprinkler style effect that I really think adds a lot to the song. I think it's really cool. Let's talk about this guitar sample that we have. This is another... I actually didn't do much of this, just added a little reverb. And then crossfaded. I actually shifted it down. So back to this, I shifted it down. The original, this was the original. I shifted it down one. And then what else do we have? Let's finish this off. We have a little bit of synths going on. Back to it. Starting to layer things like the huminas. A little bit of harmonies. Now to finish off the movie in it. Father dies right there. And there you have it. That is Season 10, Episode 12. It's kind of a long name, but that's the song. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys want to see any other types of videos. I definitely enjoy making this music, so I hope you guys enjoy listening to it. I'll see you guys next time. Text me 1-833-575-0948. Have a great Restituto day, and peace out.